meal, we have to remind again, serves 4 to 6 people.
Yeah.
So when the call goes out for a new baby, or someone's in the hospital, or someone's ill, they've got 94 meals ready to go after 2 hours of work.
This is brilliant.
So it
works.
We're blessed.
Yeah.
It's one of our ways to bless people.
Yeah. They even have one lady who has MS, I believe, and 30 of those meals went to her to cook at her convenience. And you also know that they were created in a clean environment.
Right,
and
it's food safe.
it was so exciting.
That's my next question. Where do we get this little army together to do the work?
Like a church, you know, like a...
Is that the best plan?
We did it at the church because churches often have...
A big kitchen.
The really well laid out kitchen. And oftentimes if you can have even one person in the group that has their food safe, that's really great, because then for sure it's a controlled environment, and you know, separating your vegetables, your meat, and making sure you're disinfecting your counters. But churches often have a really great location to do that. And another great way we've been able to, you know, bless people with the idea is, you know, giving it to people who are elderly, people making up meals and then presenting them to their elderly parents. And so not only do they have healthy meals, but then they have a choice of what they can eat. And I had someone come up to me at church right before Christmas and said, you know, for Christmas my daughter in grade 5 and grade 7, we made up 60 meals for my in-laws who are in their early 90s, but they still live on their own. And we presented it to them, and she said they just cried because what it represented to them was freedom and independence to have those meals. And or my cousin made a bunch for my uncle, and he's in his early 80s looking after my aunt who had Alzheimer's. You know, a real challenge for a man who grew up being looked after by a wife, and now the roles reversed. And she made meals, and she'd phoned him for his birthday, and he said, you know, for my birthday, I don't have any more meals. And so she made him more meals, and to be able to bless somebody with that kind of independence and assurance that they're eating healthy is amazing. Just
People
amazing.
on their own often don't take the time
Absolutely.
to prepare a proper meal.
We've also found that a great baby gift. I mean, would you rather give someone, you know, another sleeper or an outfit? How about presenting them with 7 meals? Imagine their eyes, you know, with a new baby in their arms. It's another great idea to bless someone.
Now, even though these Ziploc bags feed, you said 4 people?
4 to 6
4
people.
to 6 people. Someone that's single can also benefit from this as well,
Absolutely.
right?
You can freeze in whatever portion size you want. So if you don't have children, if your kids have left home, or if you want to do it with your daughter or something, she takes home a bag that feeds 4 to 6. You get 2 bags that feed 2 people. You can freeze in whatever portion. If you've got company coming, take 2 bags out that are the same meal. You can feed 8. And then it's so much easier to have people over because you're not cooking all day. Everything's done.
But it's great for single people. My sister is single. She's a principal, and she recently got together with 6 of her principal friends. They're all very busy, so they spent a Saturday, made up a bunch of meals, but put them into probably about portions of 2 to 3. And then what they did is they will eat them and then take them for lunches for the rest of the week. But they had so much fun. It was just a great idea.
It's a great party idea.
Yeah,
Because
who wants to cook alone?
Terrific.
No.
Something I really like about the recipes too is that the ingredients, you can actually find them. You don't have to go to the highways and byways and the dark recesses and alleyways to find the ingredients.
That's
And
right.
you use them over, because how many times do you ever buy something and then you look in your cupboard and say, what did I buy that for? Because I never even
Some
use that.
obscure recipe
And I
you
mean,
don't
the
never do
ultimate
again.
is that people, the ultimate compliment is people say, I have your cookbook and I use it. Because I have over 100 cookbooks and I use maybe 3 or 4, and I like the ones I can open up and say, got it, got it, got it, got it. I can make this.
And
And
their
they're
pictures.
healthy.
The pictures of the completed recipes are there too, so you know what it's supposed to look
we
like.
wanted to put pictures in. Yeah.
We design it the way we want a cookbook to be. It lies flat, and we've got pictures of each and every meal, and we've, as you said, we've chosen ingredients that are common, tried to make it simplistic.
And
So
it's
it
kid-friendly. Kids love
is
it.
if our 11 children do not eat it, it is not in that book.
And our dietitian friend here, she made sure they were low fat and low sodium.
Trans
And,
fat free.
You know, this is so timely. Even our favorite preachers, our television preachers, are using their sermon time to talk about proper care and nutrition.
Of our body.
Because we're in a bad state here in the West.
Yes. Well, North Americans, we just tend to overeat. Our portion sizes are out of control. So to be able to get back to some basic, good, healthy eating, and we give ideas for side dishes to make it a complete healthy meal that includes, at least 3 of the 4 food groups from Canada's Food Guide. And as we said, low fat, because you're right, our bodies are the temple. You know what? We are supposed to look after them.
That's
We
right.
only get one chance.
I mentioned you put pictures in the cookbook. Here are some of the beautiful color pictures of what these meals will look like, because we can do this, ladies. We can make these. We've got almond chicken, amazing chicken, baked chicken breast, barbecue chicken. Now you've got a chicken section, a beef section, a pork section.
Yes.
And they're very easy to follow recipes too.
Absolutely. One of the verses that we've looked at too is Proverbs 31.
Oh, no, not her. She gets up before
I know.
dawn.
We heard about her too.
I get it before dawn too, but not
We think the mother-in-law wrote it.
the mother-in-law wrote it.
Anyhow, we kind of have looked at this book as being our attempt at solving one aspect of our life that can give us some stress. We know there's other aspects too that are stress causing, but this is one area that we can have some control over.
And our children will rise up and call us blessed.
I was just going to mention children. Are these recipes something that children could tackle with us?
Absolutely. We get our kids making meatballs with us when we're doing the meatballs, and they're having a lot of fun, and absolutely kids could, and certainly teenagers could handle it.
And sometimes husbands.
Sometimes.
We'll see if I can lure my husband into the kitchen next week. We'll see. But it's really revolutionized the way I think about preparing my dinners for my family, because I am one of those women, Moira, who's in line at the grocery store buying the prepared chicken, the prepared potato wedges, and I come home, with the feast for the family, because I've worked until 5 and I haven't been able to,
It's hard to
do anything
balance
for
everything.
supper.
Well, and the added bonus of this too is you get to spend a day with your friends. You get to talk, chat, have
It is
fun.
fun.
Turn on
Even
the
when you
music.
make mistakes, it's still fun.
You know what? We are going to have some fun, because you guys are going to join me in the kitchen. When we get back, we're going to let these girls loose in our kitchen, and they're going to show us how this cooking concept really works. So we'll meet you in the kitchen shortly.